Hey guys, up 101, and today I'm going to be presenting a map called The Recluse by Lex, using the game mode The Undying. You may have seen this map get featured on a couple other channels, but this is a map that's a standard defend the house map. It's a really nice map. The house layout is really nice and big, which is different from a lot of defend the house layouts, which is focuses on smaller houses. But this is a bigger house with a couple more breaching points, and it brings a really fun and interesting defend the house gameplay with lots of team orientation. The flood take a lot of hits to kill. Well, not too many, but more than your average flood map, and so they're a little bit more difficult to kill. So it requires more than one person to shoot at them, unless they have a powerful weapon like the shotgun or something like that. And the sniper rifle is even a two-hit kill on this map. So even if you have a sniper rifle, you have to have a couple guys supporting you. Now, one thing I really like about this map is that the location which it was built is it's just amazing. Like, he used the natural rocks in the water and built up against the rock face on one of the islands, and he has a whole bunch of trees everywhere, which really adds to a great atmosphere. Like, just seeing the shadow of a tree against the house like that, it really makes you feel kind of in this northern kind of cottage, not cottage, but northern kind of cabin-ish type map, and it really fits the theme and really suits the overall map design very nicely, and it has a really great atmosphere. So moving into some first-person gameplay, you start out with magnums. They're not too great. I recommend trying to get an assault rifle. They're a bit more consistent. But yeah, they're a good starting weapon. I always rush for shotgun. Shotgun is definitely something you're going to want on this map. You're going to get a lot of kills with the shotgun because it's one of the few guns on the map that can actually instant kill enemies. The saw is also another good weapon that you might want to look out for. The saw is a really decent weapon. There's a turret in this window. It's really effective for getting assists, not really too great for getting kills. It's really good if you have a couple guys with automatics or with a turret, and then you have like a guy with a battle rifle or a magnum. If you have that combination, you'll be able to kill a lot of flood. I was kind of goofing off there, just shooting grenades because I could. So yeah, there's a couple entrances on the top floor and there's a couple entrances on the bottom floor. As you can see, I'm getting in the turret, trying to destroy this warthog, and destroying that warthog is actually a decent strategy because the flood will use that for cover a lot, and if you destroy the warthog, then it'll get rid of their cover. As you can see, you cannot aim too far down with the turret, otherwise you're going to hit the sand on the sandbags. And we have a pretty good defense set up. We have some people with sticky detonators guarding, and we have some people with shotguns guarding other like doors and windows and stuff like that. I'm going to go for an assault rifle. It'll complement my shotgun nicely. So the flood will primarily come through the front doors, not too much in the back doors. When they come through the back doors, then it's going to be pretty scary because it's not going to be expected. And this map has a lot of team coordination. You're going to have people watching different entrances and different little like windows and stuff like that to try and keep the flood at bay and out of the house as much as possible. So I think there are two initial flood, maybe three, and they all start out and they've got decent health. They're harder to kill. I've kind of said that a couple times. I'm kind of blabbering on a bit, but yeah, so you got to be careful that you don't go too far outside the house. You want to get inside the house as soon as possible because the flood will be right behind you. And I actually had it once when I was playing this map. It was one of the previous rounds where I walked into the house and I got the crate and I blocked the entrance, but then there were some guys trying to get back in. But I felt like being a dick, and so I got them meleeing the crate so they couldn't get back in, and I actually locked them outside the map, and then they got infected. And they weren't too happy, but I was laughing because it was pretty funny. I've got to admit. There are a couple weapons at the back of the map, but it's a little bit risky to go for because, as you're about to see, it's going to be a couple flood, and they're going to kind of swarm in a bit. But I managed by the skin of my teeth to hold out, and I dropped my controller at this point, so I went and like hit the slow-mo button like a couple times. But yeah, I picked my controller back up. So we're approaching the end of the round. There's a lot of flood. There's only a couple of humans left. In fact, I think I'm one of the last people left now at this point. I'm not last man standing because the last man standing was AFK at the beginning of the map, so for some reason the flood didn't get him, but yeah, there was just too many. And so now it's last man standing, and he's just AFK at the back of the map. So anyways, I've been out for 101. This has been The Recluse by Lex, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.